What's going on, guys? Today we're talking about 3 ways to epically destroy any backpacking experience. What's going on, guys? My name is Dan. I love hiking, I love backpacking, I love gear. If you love that stuff too, would you consider subscribing to the channel? Today we're going to talk about some ways that you could ruin your backpacking trip. So I just want to give you a couple different ways that can help you guys out as you're planning your backpacking trips, just to make it a better experience for you. And stick around to the end, because I'm going to have a bonus tip for you guys, just because I love you so much, man. So let's get started. Number 1, not testing your gear first. This is one of the biggest mistakes that backpackers make when they first start backpacking, or even after their 10th time backpacking. They'll go out, they'll get some new gear, and they won't test it out. They'll get on the trail, they'll get to camp, and then when they're at camp, like if it's a tent or if it's a hammock or a sleep system, they're gonna be spending the next 3 hours trying to figure it out. On my first backpacking trip, I watched every YouTube video imaginable about how to hammock when you're backpacking, but what I didn't do was test out my hammock at home. And when I got out on the trail, I used paracord for a guy line. Maybe you're the guy that tried to use paracord as a guy line. Didn't work very well, did it? Because paracord stretches. Don't use it. I had no idea how to tie a knot. Everything was drooping, nothing was correct. I know you guys have been there. You got your cell phone out on the trail as you're trying to set something up, and you're watching instructional videos, freaking out because you don't get data and it's not working out. All right, if you got a backyard, get out in your backyard, set up your tent one night, see how it works. That gives you the opportunity to check out your sleep system. That gives you the opportunity to check out how to set up your tent or set up a hammock or whatever you're gonna be using. And then also get out there and cook your food while you're out there. Go out and buy an extra dehydrated meal. Try out that recipe that you learned about online. But do it out in your backyard with only the items that you're gonna be bringing backpacking, and make sure it's gonna work. Number 2, not properly adjusting your backpack ahead of time. If you've got that brand new backpack, make sure you fill it up with the amount of weight that you think you're gonna carry out on the trail. Walk around your house, wear it for an hour, wear it for 2 hours, walk around the block, do what you can, check out that backpack, make sure it's gonna fit. Also, find out what those adjustments do. Find out what all the straps do. There are load-bearing straps. There are hip belts. There are chest straps. And if you've walked around the house, you've walked around the block, you've filled up your backpack with the weight equal to about what you're gonna take on the trail, and you still can't figure out why that backpack isn't comfortable, it's possible the backpack just isn't right for you. I've had several requests to make a video on how to adjust your backpack, and I will be doing that this upcoming weekend. I've got a trip, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more in depth. Number 3. Wearing the wrong footwear. I know what it's like. You head out to a Cabela's, you head out to a Bass Pro Shop, you head out to a Gander Outdoors, you head out somewhere to some sporting goods store, and the store guy says, the hiking boots are in back. And the first thought in your mind is, oh yeah, that's right, I need hiking boots. I'm not a fan of hiking boots. I like trail runners. I'm not gonna get into the difference between hiking boots and trail runners right now. I am gonna tell you that a big mistake that new backpackers make, or people that are getting out on their first couple of backpacking trips, is that they buy brand new footwear. There's a good chance that you've already got decent shoes in your house. Go just grab a pair of sneakers, as long as they have at least some tread on the bottom, and a comfortable pair. They're gonna be great for you. It's gonna be better than you going out and trying out a new pair of shoes that aren't broken in, that your feet aren't used to, or worse yet, getting a big, bulky pair of boots that's really gonna cause some problems for you. Bonus tip, understanding how important your sleep is. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I love to get a good night's sleep when I'm backpacking. It is the main reason that I sleep in a hammock. I don't care if you're a hammock camper, or if you're a tent camper, or if you're a tarp camper, or if you're a cowboy camper. It doesn't matter to me, but invest in your sleep. If you're gonna spend time and if you're gonna spend money on anything when it comes to backpacking, make sure you invest in that sleep. Have you ever talked to somebody that doesn't like to camp? Have you ever talked to somebody that doesn't like to backpack? Why do you think that is? You should ask them. I bet you their answer is they don't want to sleep outside. So going back to the first tip, get out in your backyard, get out somewhere for a quick one-nighter and test out that sleep system. Make sure it's the right temperature rating, make sure it's the right comfortability, and make sure it's the right weather protection to have a great night's sleep. All right, guys, so that was just a few ways that a lot of people ruin their backpacking trips. If you like this video, would you please hit that like button? Also consider subscribing to the channel, because I've got a ton more content for you, and hit that bell notification so I can send you a video every time it's released, and we will see you on the next one.